This is taking too long. Have you finished sharpening that knife?
Soon. Signore, it's difficult to work with these cracked ribs. Not to mention this fever.
Stop whining and get to work.
All right. Forgive me, Signore.
Do you think Mr. Apple could regenerate if we only find his core?
What you're searching for isn't just any apple. It's a talking one. This golden apple could only be an offering to the gods.
These ribbons are not decorations. Someone used the Dionysias to infiltrate the city. I know this armor.
Unbelievable. The key to the secret chamber.
Find it at all costs! No!
Shh. Quiet. Stay close. Stick to the shadows.
You can't bring peace through destruction, Alexios.
终于开台，场面。我看这个 BGM， 说到刺客教条就是这个音乐啊。哇，他连这个都还原呢，好赞哦！上个礼拜，因为有亲戚来啊，小朋友在外面吵，所以我不太好开台，而且因为经常被叫走，所以我就想说算了，等他们走了，我再开。死小孩，没错，没有错，属小孩。哦，真的很吵，很不受控啊！那小孩。 明天铁道主线好耶，台风船。哦，明天放台风假，好扯哦。没有看北部的。明天会开台，明天更新铁道更新主线的话，就刚好开一台看。
Oh my. We nearly walked into the rain without any protection. The observer instruction book should have told us to bring our equilibrium umbrella.
又排还不会是撞人，不是
？No need for excess perspiration. The rain you're seeing is completely dissimilar to the storm. Just a byproduct generated by this device, the Huygens Fresnel interferometer. It was built to observe the interaction between particular entities and chaotic systems.
So this device about our heads is an interferometer?
That's right. We'll be utilizing it during our experiment that, to jog your memory, you volunteered for. Thanks for that, by the way. Miss Regulus and Miss Sotheby already went in ahead of you. You'll probably find them in the world you're going to. Now, prepare for an enthralling adventure.
The instruction book says this machine sends our minds to other worlds, and the destinations are particular to a time and place. Do I have that right?
Wow, you actually did your homework for once. Yep, it's true. These particular sorts of places have many names. Quantum superposition, simulated worlds, space-time bubbles. Call it whatever you like.
我就玩下宇宙神游送一斤量的石头，真的夸张。宇宙神游什么？哇 ，FGO 啊！宇宙神游，看宇宙神游到底是三小。我图7会很卡吧？图7为什么我自己看然后很卡？但我现在这边又没有那个主线打完送1000颗。哦，我好像有看到啊，我好像有看到，还有就是那个时候有一阵子我推特一直看到那个 FG 有1000颗石头的那个图片。看，可是依照 FGO 的那个抽卡的几率，这个妈1000颗根本不够，好不好？
I kind of like the name Stage in the Rain.
我已经很久没有回去 FGO 了耶。
Stage in the rain sounds lovely. This apple can't wait to visit a new world.
我台服跟日服刚好好像都有号，但我日服的号不知道还在不在。
Now, how do
是
we
的话就
begin?
是。
Are there any experimental procedures
那
we
我
must
是
go
一定，
through?
那我一定说
Let me
呀。
guess. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and walk clockwise in a circle 3 times.
那我肯定是衰的吧？想当年在那边抽那个卡，哦，我那个金球没看过几次的呢。不是金球啦，彩球。我彩球根本只看过1-2次而已，8分。
No need. Besides, how would I get you to walk in a circle?
Well, this apple doesn't see a problem. With that said, if you have no strict procedure, what exactly are you intending with this experiment? Is it a novel scientific experience, or just a jolly bit of fun?
Oh, it's a serious experiment. One in which I propose to examine the very randomness that we usually attempt to avoid.
想要去拿冰吃，等我一下。请节安，好久不见。拿个冰。出来取有了吗？还没。我好像不知道抽了几抽，但都没抽到。路途90抽出计时，哇！我不知道我抽几抽了，因为我前面抽那个库珀花环的时候刚好花掉了，再加上抽那个，上一次抽那个谁的时候花太多，石头数很少。抽库珀花环抽一抽之后又更少，所以我现在没什么石头。
As you stand on the stage, breathing in and out, the raindrop's behavior should start to change.
Because I'm breathing on the stage?
More precisely, because you exist on the stage. Go ahead and touch the raindrops.
What?
See? You're so much more than an external spectator. You were able to affect the system. Your actions, including your observations, no matter how inconsequential they may seem, can lead the system to produce unequivocally varied results. All right, now... Loading complete, subjects in position. Great. See you later. Have fun.
And you're certain of this? Unquestionably. Listen, what you hear now is the turbulence of air as it passes through its airway. As the soft tissues within vibrate, they produce a familiar sound. It is snoring. This condition is commonly reckoned to be caused by a disorder of black bile in the body, though I would posit, anatomically speaking, that it is nothing more than the relaxation of throat muscles during deep slumber.
We know what snoring is. What we want to know is how an apple can snore.
Apple? Good day, gentlemen. I believe I owe you thanks for this generous hospitality, unusual as it may be.
Did you hear that? It appears to have spoken. If that's so, then no wonder it can snore.
Enough! Speaking, snoring, it doesn't matter. We didn't hire you to lecture us on medicine.
Hire, you say? That's an odd way of putting it, after you cracked my ribs and hauled me here from Milan. I think some might instead call that kidnapping. I think I've caught a fever.
Stop whining. We barely bruised you. It was probably just the bumpy roads on the way to Firenze.
Firenze? Am I in Italy? Gentlemen, may I ask where I am and who you are?
You're the most curious apple I've ever known. Of course, we're in the great city of Firenze, Peninsula Italiana. These gentlemen you referred to here are known as the Templars. As for me, I am Leonardo da Vinci. Though please, call me Leonardo.
Wait, Leonardo?
You're
Da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, the great painter.
But please, as I said, I prefer just Leonardo. Leonardo the inventor or Leonardo the engineer? Perhaps even the anatomist. I should hope there is more to my reputation than just painting. Va bene. It's safe to conclude you must be the mythical apple they've been looking for. I've never heard of any other talking apples.
And I must conclude you are indeed the Leonardo da Vinci. Although, if I might ask, Leonardo, what are you planning to do with that scalpel? And might this apple request you point it some other way? You see, pointing a knife at someone is seen as somewhat unfriendly where I'm from.
Please, do not worry, signore. This scalpel is a very delicate instrument, one of my favorites. Cold, sharp, and painless. One swift cut and it will find its way straight through the skin down to your core without spilling a drop of juice. Allow me to be honest with you and state things clearly. I have been asked to cut you into quarters so that I might record the makeup and consistency of your inner flesh. Crisp, I'd wager. Next, I'll soak your pieces, into a special solution so that I might... Oh, mi rincresce. I always get a bit excited whenever I start talking about my work. Now, hold still, Signore Golden Apple. Just a little slice.
Ooh, apple.
Dental checker. Don't take a wrong step. I've got your back.
This devil twirls about like a fly. Get it!
任意攻击触发此什么？哦，就连阿萨辛要素都拿进来了，是吧？
Of course I do. This apple won't go down without a fight.
You're overreacting, Signore Apple. I was only kidding.
洗个手，吃完那个冰，手黏黏的。
Your jokes seem rather lethal to me.
No worries. Stars.
Is this truly what we've been searching for?
Thank you for your cooperation.
Was I able to take care of everyone?
Stop this madness. I'll have you know what you're about to do is a severe violation of the Geneva Convention.
What the devil are you talking about? I'm growing more and more curious about you.
Oh no, calm down. We can solve this in a civilized manner, can't we? Like proper gentlemen.
There is no need for propriety when dealing with witchcraft, like whatever created you. Now, if you want to save yourself some pain, I suggest you stop.
I feel like I'm in a nightmare. What in the world could you want with this apple for?
I can answer that. These gentlemen believe you to be the key to a rumored secret chamber. Of course, to prove their theory, they hired me to figure out just what it is that you are. I don't intend to hurt you. Just cooperate for now. Help is on the way.
Help? Oh, I do apologize, gentlemen. But I think there might have been a misunderstanding.
You expect us to believe that? Perhaps you've forgotten. Months ago, a golden apple was found floating in the Arno by a fisherman. Being a faithful man, he brought it to the church. And there something strange happened.
Strange? What are you talking about? I'm only an apple.
You, demonstrate for our guest.
I've already demonstrated it 12 times. But of course, I would be glad to demonstrate once more, Signore.
Whoa! Please, be careful.
Found it. The perfect angle.
Who are they?
Persona sconosciuta.
Is that all? According to this apple's experience, you should only need to cast an incantation to reveal the details.
Call it magic, miracle, or trick as you like. All that I can see is a mystery that must be unraveled. Now, wait.
What for?
For the perfect ray of light.
Blimey! What's going on?
It is beyond me to explain what I am seeing here. I've examined both the wall and your skin for some time, but found nothing. This may truly be a miracle.
Gentlemen, there's a line of letters down there.
Oh, it's nothing but a Caesar cipher. I can decode this in no time. Let me see. Subcadente fulgore, cadencia sanctuaria, coniunguntos. Under the waning glow, the waning sanctuaries unite.
I beg your pardon. What's that song those children are singing about?
Buongiorno, signorina. You look a little out of place here. Might I guess you are a traveler like me?
Of a sort. Yes, mister.
Most excellent. I always enjoy an opportunity to guide a newcomer. The famed poet once claimed that Firenze was the most beautiful and renowned daughter of Rome. I suppose it is for that reason that many travelers come here, seeking the source of that claim, searching for the lost treasures of a fallen empire. But I hear a rumor now that people are pursuing a new target in our dear Firenze.
Could you mean this golden apple? It seems like everyone is talking about it.
Just so. It seems you know a little bit more about this rumor than you've let on. There are those that say the apple can reveal a miracle when raised before certain frescoes in the city. Since then, a dark cloud has gathered over us. For now, there are many here that seek the Complaner's treasures.
The Complaners? That's quite the unusual name. Were they singers of some sort?
They say they were a heretical cult, one that gathered in the city to sing heretical liturgies at dusk, hence the name. And apparently, they stashed away their relics in a secret chamber, somewhere in the Duomo di Firenze. Apparently, they would go there to perform unspeakable acts of evil, defiling the purpose of that beautiful dome. But the rumors say the relics they've hidden there are worth an incalculable fortune. Bah, all you need to know is it's worth a lot. Enough, they say, that the one who finds it would be wealthy enough to buy the whole Firenze.
Are you serious? You're suggesting there is enough money hidden there to buy a city? That's absurd.
How do you think the Medici took control in the first place? Money! It can buy art, soldiers, even the papacy. Compared to that, what's so odd about buying a city?
I see. A secret chamber with treasures. I do believe I've heard this tall tale before.
Oh, have you now? Well, Have you ever heard of a story where the secret entrance to this chamber can only be found through messages hidden in frescoes?
That is a new embellishment on the story. I suppose then that must be why this golden apple and its miracles have everyone's attention.
Brava, Signorina. So, you must be one of those treasure hunters, I guess?
In a way, yes.
I knew it. But I'm afraid you have your work cut out for you. The dome is larger than you might think. This isn't something you can find searching palmo a palmo. The only way to find the chamber is to solve the mystery of the frescoes.
Then it looks like I will need some help.
See, and this is certain to be the help you need. It includes copies of all the frescoes that reacted to the golden apple. It has a silk cover, tempera painting, and gilded edges. Buy it now, and I'll throw in a free collection of Dante's poetry. Trust me, traveler, with this, you will find the treasures you seek.
Hold on. If you've already collected all this information, why aren't you looking for the treasure? Wealth enough to buy an entire city. I have to wonder why you would pass up that opportunity.
I'm no treasure hunter, Signorina, nor do I think the life of a prince would suit me. I'm content making a living selling the keys to this fortune to others. The price is usually 10 florins, but as you are my 8th customer today, you know, in Firenze, the number 8 is said to bring good luck and eternal hope. That is why the Battistero di San Giovanni and the Duomo di Firenze have octagonal domes. So, for you, 8 florins. No, make that 5. The most detailed and useful manuscript around for just 5 florins. You don't want to miss out.
Sorry, but I don't have any money with me.
How could you make it all the way to Firenze without a florin on you? Ridiculous! I've no more time to spend on you, Signorina. Best you get back to your hunt.
Hold on. I heard that this golden apple could talk, and even fly in the air. It might have something to do with my missing friend. It sounds like I need this manuscript in order to find him. So, is there anything I can do for you? I can handle any issues related to magic. We could do an exchange. My magical services for your manuscript.
Not interested. Now go away!
That's just about everything I know about the Complaners, the secret chamber, and the relics.
I see.
We've gone to great effort to acquire you, Apple. Before us, you've been traded to the Palazzo, then San Marco, and even the Thieves' Guild.
And me?
Less talking, more slicing! From now on, you do as I say. Understand?
Si, capito.
And what about me? Do you ruffians intend to beat this apple into compliance?
Ha! We don't have to. You're as good as dead out there. Here, we might just keep you alive if you have some use. Not that it matters. You don't have a choice.
Sir! Incoming!
What? It's poison. Assassins!
He must be on that roof!
Is that an eagle? It's rare to see one in the city, isn't it?
He's here. Our rescuer is here. Ezio!
Ezio Audito! Assassin!
Che la morte non sia crudele. Requiescat in pace.
哦，这个熟悉的台词，就是要这个，就是要这个。那声音听起来真的跟以前不太一样。
Don't take a wrong step. Nakiyarka, Ichiklo.
I follow.
Relax. Stars.
A blessing bestowed by fate. Ridiculous.
Thank you for your cooperation.
May the Father of understanding guide us. In the repeating cycle, we may
Radunatelli! It seems I underestimated their strength. We need to get out of here straight away.
We should split up, Ezio. Here, take him with you. You know where to find me.
Nessun problema, amico.
Get him! Get them all!
Leonardo!
Don't worry. He is an honored guest of the Duke of Milan. They might chase him, but they dare not harm him in public. But we are not so lucky. Now let's go.
Well, it seems like this apple doesn't have much of a choice. You, at least, seem more polite than my previous captors.
刺客都会有的攀墙术，哪里都可以拔。
They've gone towards the palazzo. Capture them.
You're welcome to try. Hold tight.
Sure. Whoa!
Hey, did you see that? Up on the roof. I think I saw something gold. Gold? Is it the golden apple? Get them!
I'm going to be rich! The rich! Get out of my way!
Goodness me! I've never felt so popular. This must be what the captain feels like. Pardon me, but would you mind speeding up a little? I'm beginning to feel a little like a turkey on Christmas Eve.
人心力会跟 live rotation 杀了。
Turkey? It doesn't matter. Speed won't help us now. They're everywhere.
两边头好像
There's
纸片
still a way out.
真的耶。
We go up.
向上爬，
I think we're safe now.
就是爬到了那个可以环
This
视的那个
apple
地方。
certainly appreciates your climbing skills. No one can reach us up here.
Don't be too confident of that. The Templars have learned to climb after so many years chasing us. They can show up on the roof at any time.
I see. Then this apple will keep alert and ready for danger. Wow, this is truly an amazing view.
Firenze. It's been too long.
That must be the cathedral. Is it really where the relics are hidden?
See, I believe so. I've spent some time searching. I've even explored its catacombs. But I haven't any idea where it might be. Finding this secret chamber is what truly matters.
我觉得九九他们把 H 画的超帅的。以前玩游戏的时候还不觉得 H 很帅，现在他在这里变超帅。
Oh, I nearly forgot to introduce myself. My name is Apple. I owe you my thanks, sir.
Ezio Auditore. But just Ezio is fine.
Of course, Ezio. This apple is something of a visitor from far away.
Is that so? You know, you haven't gone unnoticed. I heard word of you from my allies many months ago. They've been tracking you for some time.
I was being followed. Blimey.
We might have never even known you were anything but an ordinary fruit, if you hadn't started talking in your sleep. Leonardo has told you what's going on, see? Is there anything you don't understand?
Anything? Everything! These Templars, the Compliners, the frescoes, and you, for that matter! I know your friend was only stalling for time, but he all but scared the life out of me when he came at me with that scalpel.
There are many things that need explaining. For now, you need only know that these men are Templars, ancient enemies of the Assassins. The war between us has lasted a long, long time. I fear it will never end.
I see. Isn't there a more peaceful way to solve this? Too often, violence only treats the symptoms, while letting the disease grow.
I wish there was, but no. Too many have died to the ambition of the Templars. Even my own. Still, there is wisdom in what you say. Violence has a habit of making things worse. But there is a chance now to end this. To destroy them once and for all. So that no one else must suffer. I'm sorry we dragged you into this, Signore Apple. But we must not let the Templars get the relics. So, we need to know where you stand.
You and Leonardo seem to be close.
Yes, we've known each other for a long time.
Great. Then you have my full trust.
Hmm?
I am certain that Leonardo is a good person. If the history books, I mean, my intuition, is anything to go by. So, I believe that one of his close friends must also be trustworthy.
Oh? Good to see my charm hasn't dulled. Grazie for your trust.
Before we go, please allow this apple to make a request.
Anything, amico. I am at your service.
When I first came to Florence, I was supposed to be with some friends, but we were separated. Would you help me find them? And keep them safe, if need be. Given the circumstances, I worry this city may become quite dangerous for them.
Nessun problema.
Then I must repay your grazie, sir.
If we succeed here, then there is nothing I could do that will ever compare to what the world will owe you.
This apple is only too happy to help. I'm certain the captain would be jealous if she found out I was so sought after. But this apple enjoys a little attention too, sometimes.
Everyone has their moment in the sun. When the time comes, even the least of us can change the course of history. So then we are agreed. Uniamo le forze.
Naturalmente.
Leonardo will be waiting for us at his workshop. Are you ready?
Ready for what? Our visit? Oh, by Jove. Perhaps I should prepare a gift first.
跳下去了，我就知道。来了，
Are you ready to jump?
信仰资料。
Down there. This apple can fly, of course, but from this height, I doubt you would survive. I suggest we find another way.
Why waste time?
信仰资料。
What? No!
哈哈。因为这个叫声好好笑。
This apple may have experienced some anoxia during our fall. I'm so dizzy. Shh.
有像没到手摔死
Don't
真
give our
的。
hiding spot away.
有啊，如果在刺客教条里面，如果你没对好的话，跳下去是真的会直接死。
You with the blue hat.
Good evening, gentlemen. Is there something wrong?
What? That voice. Ha! I have a good feeling about this.
I have never seen someone dressed like you before. Where are you from? What are you doing in Firenze?
I'm a visitor to Florence. Here's my identification.
It doesn't matter. Tell me, have you seen a man in a grey hood pass by?
Not that I know of.
Then have you seen something? Something golden?
Hmm?
Bosh, useless. Continuam, Waverty.
感觉好好笑哦，在游戏里面的一个状态用文字写出来，真的是
You were right in there.
感觉很酷哎。
Vertin! Oh, this apple is ever so glad to see you again. If only I didn't look a right mess. Please, give me a minute.
With all the talk about a golden apple, I had a feeling I would find you here. Looks like luck's in my favor this time. But how did you get in here? Did you jump from that tower?
It's a long story.
Buonasera, signora. You have my thanks for your assistance.
看Ezio 真的是
Is
被
she
画
one
的
of the
帅
friends you talked about, Apple?
Ezio 真的是被画的
That's
帅。
right. This is Vertin, a most trustworthy friend and companion.
I appreciate the compliment, Mr. Apple. And who is this gentleman?
This is Ezio Auditore, an assassin.
An assassin? Really?
Please, don't let the reputation of our name confuse you. We assassins kill, only when there is a just cause. But maybe I can explain later. The curfew will begin soon, and I'd like to avoid any further complications with the guards. My friend must be worried about us already.
其实老实说，从他游戏里面那个高度跳下来，就算下面有稻草，应该还是会死吧，多少还是会受伤吧。他游戏里面的高度是真的很高哎。其实我有点忘记那个圣殿骑士他们拿金苹果想要干嘛，我有点忘记了。我记得他们一直在找金苹果，然后他们一直想要抢金苹果，但我已经忘记金苹果实际上的效用是干嘛。
They sang and danced to the heretics' music. Then they cut their wrists to shed blood, mixed it with air and soil, and painted the mixture on the wall. The air smelled strange. I started to laugh and dance just like they did. Blood on the wall, reborn from the ashes. Blood on the wall, reborn from the tears. Blood on the wall, reborn from the flesh.
然后里奥纳多他的头发两片在那里，我就觉得很好笑。我记得里奥纳多的头发没那么直吧
？Buonasera?
reborn.
Ah!
What's wrong, Mr. Leonardo? I was only reading the rest of the spell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I get it. You were having fun reading those horror stories all alone. I understand. I do love a good ghost story.
You might have considered knocking me, Signorina.
你看他这个头发2片在这里，而且还很贴，重点。我记得他游戏里面头发没那么贴吧？奇怪，是我记错了吗？
Mr. Leonardo! Mr. Leonardo! Mr. Leonardo! I called your name 3 times in a row, but no one answered. How could you be so rude as to ignore your patroness? Oh, I didn't mean to scare you, but Miss Sotheby has no time to waste.
赞助人，为什么师傅又变赞助人了？
I've been entranced
他
in the
钱
words.
到底是哪里来
It's
的
a
啦
record？ of the Compliners ritual. The author claims to have been part of it and escaped alive.
The ones you've mentioned before? That nasty group of gremlins that used to meet in the cathedral in secret?
See, they are also the ones who have secreted away the relics that Ezio is searching for. My messenger must have told you why I invited you to come by. Your father just confiscated some manuscripts.
Oh, I think you're mistaken. Mr. Domenico is not my father, though I am very grateful for his help.
He's not your father? But I was certain that you were introduced as such.
It's a long story. I was wandering around the palazzo when some gentlemen arrived. As I recall, they were all members of the Decem Weary. One of them was Mr. Domenico. All of a sudden, he rushed up to me and asked if I was his daughter. He said that I had gone missing many years ago.
No offense, mia signorina, but that sounds a little like how they kidnap children in Santa Croce.
反正他把小孩拐走。
Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Leonardo. But Sotheby is a mature young lady who can protect herself. After all, I'm standing here talking to you in one piece. Anyway, he started crying about the garden he had built for her, and how it had all the rarest plants he could find. He even said he had Tahitian bridal veil, Egyptian privet, and devil's tree. So...
Fortuna certainly seems to be on your side. Now, did he give you the manuscripts? I can't imagine he would say no to his long-lost daughter.
师傅比这样穿舒服哦。
Miss Sotheby
他穿
already
习
took
惯
the
了吧？
liberty of checking them all. This one is well crafted and has the most details. It was confiscated from a book merchant. He said... It has a silk cover, tempera painting, and gilded edges. Buy it now, and I'll throw in a free collection of Dante's poetry. Incipi menelios micum mea tibia versus. How was that? Miss Sotheby has been practicing her Latin.
Brava! Your father would be moved to tears if he heard that.
Now that I've given you a hand, could you...
Don't tell me you want to join.
That's right. Please let me join in your adventure. Take me to the cathedral with you.
Mi rincresce, mia signorina, but this is not the sort of adventure suitable for a young woman. I barely survived my own encounter with the Templars. Don't presume that they will show you mercy simply because you are a nobleman's daughter. Mia Signorina, I'm sorry, but I could never forgive myself if I let you be hurt. Whatever adventure awaits us at Il Duomo, I do not believe it will be fun.
There's no need to worry. Miss Sotheby can protect herself, and more than just that. I can make potions, aid in teamwork, research critters, read Latin, give orders, and even fight any villains we may find. Just let me prove it.
团队在实践是。
So many things that I haven't seen.
里奥纳多他这个，你看他这边明就还有卷度，啊，为什么力会这么直，拉这么直？什么意思？
What's this? What's that? I tripled the ingredients this time. What's this? What's that? I tripled the ingredients this time. I tripled the ingredients this time. What's this?
然后在你身上作画了。
This is the gift. Well prepared
没有，
for
这
you.
刺客教条里的里奥纳多以发明家为
Just
主。
be mixed up. This should be fine, right? What's that? This is my best formula. I tripled the ingredients this time. The ingredient store owner said it was very effective. Please believe me. I've already said that Sotheby doesn't need...
以后叫梅丽之前就要。
Hooray! My screaming roots and Popeye slime worked!
Calm down, Signorina. All right. Please, have mercy. You can join us. You've more than proved your ability. Ouch! Who could this be?
It seems like I've missed a party.
Ezio! Signore Apple! I knew you would get rid of those Templars. Oh, and you've even brought us a new friend.
Good evening, Mr. Leonardo. I've heard a lot about you on my way here. That lady behind you.
Merton! You're finally here. Have you any idea what I've been through? Miss Sotheby had to attend classes and even study Latin.
刺绣祈祷学习拉丁语。
My teachers were even stricter than Mr. Carson.
太细了吧，纹的太细了吧。柑橘跟羊乳酪还有阳光的温暖气息都可以给你闻出来，是不是？看，维瑟居然笑了 ，What？
I'm so glad I finally found you, Sotheby.
维瑟居然笑了，really？
see. Each of us seems to have had our own adventures after we arrived. How interesting and wonderfully fun.
So, then we each arrived here in the stage. I mean, in Florence, at different times. How odd. As far as this apple recalls, the instruction book didn't mention anything about that.
So then you and your friends came here on a sort of pilgrimage. Was it a journey of discovery, or is it simply that you wish to see the beauty of Firenze?
It was only supposed to be a quick journey, but something happened along the way. Accidents, murders, and now the threat of an all-out war.
Again, I'm sorry, but we're in need of your help, Signore Apple.
What do you mean, we?
My friends and allies. My fellow assassins.
Assassins? Mr. Ezio, I need to know more about this organization of yours before making any decisions.
Va bene. I'll tell you whatever you need to know, if it is in my power to tell you. The Assassins have a long history. We do not serve kings, nor do we kill for money. We fight for peace, and for the freedom of mankind.
That's very noble of you. I imagine you face many obstructions to that goal. Am I right that these Templars are one of those obstacles?
See, they've long been opposed to us. They prefer to impose their vision of order on others. They will stop at nothing until they control the whole world.
If order is what they're after, this apple does sympathize with them to some extent. There is no such thing as absolute justice, but we can all do our best to pursue it.
No. Nothing of what they do could be called justice. This order they believe in is only a disguise. All they truly desire is control. Their rise to power would be the end of freedom. No one would be spared.
I see.
Ask anything of us, we will do it for you. Anything within our reach.
All right. As Mr. Apple is already deeply involved in this. I must admit, I am curious about his change in appearance. Maybe we will find our answer to that in this secret chamber.
Grazie, amica.
Va bene. Now that we've reached an agreement, allow me to continue studying this manuscript.
I've seen this before.
Signorina Sotheby only borrowed it for us. We'll have to return it soon, so our time is short. Let's get started and see what clues we can find.
Oh. 音之视觉。哎呦，音之视觉，可以看到酷酷的东西啊。
This is most confusing. Almost every fresco has one of these humanoid symbols, each adopting a different pose.
I once read something similar in a detective story. It could be a secret code, used between close friends to encrypt their conversation, like Typhon and Orthrus.
Orthrus? You mean this might be an encrypted version of ancient Greek? The grammar doesn't seem to match.
Mr. Leonardo, we haven't finished. Do you mind?
Uccello. It's Paolo Uccello. The copies cannot recreate every detail of the originals, but still the style makes it self-evident. The perspective is perfect, and the geometric figures are so precise that it almost starts to get dull. There's no doubt. This is Paolo Uccello's work.
What's wrong, Ezio?
I know the name. My mother used to be a patron of his.
What?
I was young when we met. All I remember is that he was a shy man who kept his head low as he worked. He left before what happened to my family. Then we lost touch. I haven't seen him since.
Ezio's mother, La Señora Maria Auditore, is a kind-hearted patrona. She has sponsored many artists, myself included. I never expected Uccello to be involved, though I've heard he was a strange man. He became obsessed with his studies on perspective. Then eventually he disappeared. Not even his family knew where he went. It was declared that he died some time ago, 1475, I believe. But some claim that he is still alive, still painting, scratching out a living somewhere far from civilization.
Hold on. Take a look at the lines in the other frescoes. This bird, its lines are rougher than Uccello's. These were drawn by someone else, an imitator.
You're right. This is a counterfeit.
This apple hadn't expected an assassin to be so cultured, Ezio.
Don't be fooled by his rough exterior, Signore. The Auditores were once one of the great families of Firenze. Not so powerful as the Medicis, but still.
As Leonardo said, my mother has been the patron of many artists, including Uccello. I've seen his work many times on the walls of our home in Monteriggioni.
This is... Signori, I believe I may have discovered the location of the hidden chamber.
Goodness me! You figured that out before I could even finish the manuscript.
Mi rincresce, mia signorina. Once I begin, it is hard to stop the mechanisms of my mind. Take a look. It's a copy of the dome's blueprint. I've never seen anything so perfect in its design. The design was inspired by the Pantheon, and Brunelleschi invented the double-layer dome on that basis.
What a genius idea! The two shells serve as a buttress to each other, so that the dome could avoid from collapsing, even at this size.
Precisely! But see here, the tunnel between the two shells is scarcely wide enough for a man to fit through. That is, except for this space below the ribs.
Which means the secret chamber has to be there.
Appunto. But it's no more than an inference for now. We must visit the Duomo to confirm it for ourselves. Ezio, you're familiar with this structure, aren't you? You've been beneath its catacombs.
I am. I have. But the cathedral will be under careful watch by the Templars. I doubt we can slip in undetected. We need another way in.
Don't worry. I have already devised a way. Have you heard of my work there? The Assumption of Mary?
80颗，等一下我看一下，抽了多少？哦，我抽了50抽了。
These newspapers, please do not throw them away until I finish reading.
Oh, 有哎，他这个是有真的还原游戏里的那个场景。
Signore Leonardo. Thank God. I still hadn't truly believed the rumors of your return.
I know. There was some trouble in Milan.
We've heard about the scandal concerning Duke Sforza. How savage.
That's why I came back, with a creative fever inspired by my pains.
眯眯眼大叔，感觉就不是什么好人。
Capisco. So, then have you come to finish the Assumption of Mary? It's been 4 years since you left. We've been careful to leave it untouched. Now, by the light of the Lord, you're finally back.
4年是拖得很
We
久。
emptied the Duomo as you requested. I promise no one will bother you.
Grazie. I must get to work right away. My inspiration may fade at any moment.
But who are these signorine?
Good day, Father. I'm here as Signore Leonardo's apprentice.
And, why... I'm here to evaluate his work for my father, of course.
Allow me to present Father Alberto, Signorina Sotheby Domenico. She's provided huge support for my art career, so to show my gratitude, I've asked her to model.
For the Assumption of Mary? La signorina is a bit young, don't you think? And not exactly how I had pictured Mary.
Who is the artist, Father? Do not let your mind be so entrenched by outdated styles. When you look for a model, you must focus on their soul, not simply their flesh. You pay too much attention to her appearance, yet neglect what's inside. The Assumption of Mary depicts La Madonna's reception into heaven, not just in body, but in spirit as well.
嘴遁。
And what do you think best captures that moment, Father?
Huh? Why are you looking at me?
Esatto. That innocence and vitality. She may be a little young, but her spirit is perfect. In fact, it is that innocence which makes her more qualified than anyone. She will be indispensable for my work, for my inspiration, you know?
Oh well. Then I must thank you for your compliments, Signor Leonardo.
You have convinced me once again, Leonardo. Although, something tells me that we should go deeper into this topic. Another time, perhaps. For now, I will trust in your piety and capability. Please, let me know if you need anything else.
As it happens, there is something, Father. You see, I would like to try some new perspective techniques on this work. I know that Paolo Uccello is a master of perspective. Do you have any of his works around?
See, St. George and the Dragon, one of his masterpieces.
Ah, but I have already seared this one into my mind. Have you any others?
Yes, there's another fresco in the dome, but it was suspended midway by the sponsor, the Arte della Lana. More than a dozen artisans and artists, including Signore Uccello, the chief painter, participated in this project. But none of them received a single florin for their work. Che Dio li benedica.
Oh, how terrible. Those poor artists. What happened?
This was nearly 20 years ago. I suppose it was simply too expensive. The dome itself is rarely visited. It is only natural that our money go to the central nave, where all the faithful might see it. I should leave you to your work, Signore. Che Dio vi benedica tutti.
They're finally gone. All right, time to start Operation Florence Typhoon! Wait, where's Vertin?
Right behind you.
Oh, where did you go? We're about to get started.
I wanted to make sure that there was no one else in the cathedral before we began. I believe we are alone now. We shouldn't be disturbed for some time.
It's always good to be cautious, Signorina. I should signal Ezio and Signora Apple now. They've waited long enough.
Is there something wrong, Vertin? You don't look well.
I'm fine. I'm not used to the smells here.
The smells? It's frankincense. And myrrh. Those are the most prominent ones I can detect. I believe there may be some other local florals. I wonder if all the incense is meant to make you dizzy on purpose. What better way is there to see clouds and angels?
That's a clever theory.
But heavy incense can certainly be unpleasant for some people. Oh! But Miss Sotheby has the perfect thing to help! Apply 2 drops just inside your nose, and you should be right as rain.
Thank you.
Ah, the weather is truly lovely today, isn't it? Any sign of the signal yet?
Not yet. There's a window near the reaps. We should be able to sneak in through there.
Marvelous. All that's left to do is to wait for their signal. The sun is so warm and gentle right now. Like sipping a cup of fresh-made Cornish tea. Ouch! A bird? Did it think think this apple was a fine-looking snack. It has letters on it. It Nava.
Let me see. It's mirrored font, one of Leonardo's codes. You reverse it to get the true message. Avanti. Action.
Oh, I see. Nothing too complex. But what about this bird?
Another of his bizarre inventions. It has to hit something to stop. You should be thankful. He's improved it from his last design. It used to fly so fast that it would knock you off your feet.
Remarkable. It is an amazing invention. If I were you, I would suggest that he take good care of all his blueprints so they might be passed down in the future.
It wouldn't do any good. His genius may well be forgotten since he guards his ideas so jealously. He writes everything in ciphers like this. He would rather see his work burn than have someone else complete it for him. He won't worry about the future until it comes. That's just his way.
And what about you, Ezio?
I am an assassin. We work in the dark to serve the light. I don't want to be remembered.
That sounds lonely. Do you mind if I ask something? You've avoided speaking about your family. It sounds like something terrible happened. Are they why you became an assassin?
It is a long story. My father and brothers were killed by the Templars. I was only 17. So much has changed since then. I've changed.
I'm terribly sorry, Ezio. Forgive me. I should never have brought it up.
It's not your fault. It was 3 in the morning. I placed their bodies on a boat, performed their last rites, and then lit their pyre. I watched as it drifted away down the Arno. The pride of the Auditores, yet I couldn't even bury them properly. All I could do was keep my enemies' names in mind. Fieri de Pazzi, Francesco de Pazzi, Uberto Alberti. I took their lives, every last one of them. I don't think I've told anyone that for a long time.
I can't imagine the pain. Not to mention how hard it must have been to overcome it.
I didn't. You don't overcome that sort of pain. No. I took it in, and made it part of myself. I feel it again, raw and new. Every time I draw my blade. It's always there, guiding me from each target to the next.
But you said that assassins only kill for a just cause. Isn't that just killing for revenge?
Revenge can be a just cause if it rights injustice. I have to believe that. Someone's here.
Cazzo! The whole Duomo has been blocked for some honored guest. Even Signore Rodrigo can't get us in. I didn't know we'd sunk this low.
What are we even on the lookout for? Some kind of apple? Is it related to the relics?
What now?
A poison arrow.
What? Assassin! Assassin over here!
Держись, Алия. I've got your back. Don't take a wrong step.
Okay.
Relax. Stars.
A blessing bestowed by fate. All forms of power at your fingertips.
Please, don't resist.
In the repeating cycle, we may feel...
That should be the last one. But the Templars will be on high alert. We need to hurry.
Si, signore. It's dusty in here. Are you sure this is the right way, Ezio?
It's the only one that isn't crawling with Templars, so it has to be.
I guess that's a good point.
Look, there's light ahead.
Oh, who would have guessed? A secret tunnel.
Let's go, amico.
The brick patterning. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
We call it the spina di pesce, herringbone, another of Brunelleschi's innovations. I know next to nothing about architecture, but Leonardo would say it helps to carry the weight of the dome.
That makes perfect sense. The diagonal arrangement must prevent them from shifting under the immense weight. A positively genius design. And to realize it, the bricks must have been layered with incredible precision. That would explain why it took so long to complete. 16 years. I'm certain it must have been exciting to witness its completion after so much time. Brunelleschi, Leonardo, Uccello. Your hometown is full of amazing people, Ezio. This apple wishes he had been born here.
There is no city quite like Firenze.
What's wrong?
There's something on the wall.
These appear to be the same symbols from the manuscript.
Then we're on the right path.
Look, another symbol over there.
We must be close. Avanti.
So, this is the secret chamber.
Is it really okay doing nothing like this?
Yes. 看，真的假的啦？我九开始飞起来了。最近九都抽的有点飞呀、
These murals have nearly faded away.
Nonetheless, it appears we can rule out a biblical scene, nor does it appear to connect with any significant Greco-Roman mythology. Perhaps there's some metaphor hidden in the narrative of these paintings. And if we can figure it out, we will find our way to the secret chamber. The problem is, there are so many murals. Where do we begin?
In most cases, you view a fresco straight ahead and from top to bottom.
In this order, they seem to be telling a simple story about a group of people and a peculiar bird.
Simple and straightforward. Except for this part.
What is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of this? My face! Why have you made it look so horrible?
Please don't worry, Signorina. This is only the first stage of my draft. I must draw out the details in rough so that you won't end up looking like an empty shell. They will help to express how you stand, move around, and exhibit feelings.
Really? Then Miss Sotheby will still look pretty, right? Once you've finished with all the glamorous colors and those adorable little angels.
In a sort of way, yes. Except, of course, that it won't be you. It will be the Virgin Mary. But other than that, you'll have everything you hope for, including all the colors and the little angels.
Hooray!
I hadn't actually thought you'd use the time to paint. Could waning sanctuaries be his way of saying vanishing points?
See? I believe so. Following this logic, then for them to unite must refer to the intersection of the lines extending from the vanishing points, and waning glow naturally must refer to the setting sun. In other words, we need to find the intersection of the vanishing points before the sun sets.
But the riddle didn't specify which painting, did it?
It must be a fresco right outside the secret chamber. Rumors say the secret chamber switch is hidden within a mysterious fresco. A fresco often consists of multiple sections. If all of them employ linear perspective,
then there will be a lot of vanishing points to follow.
By the bells, it must be 5 already. We must hurry and inform Ezio of our discovery. We won't be able to solve the riddle once night falls. Time is of the essence.
Then it's time we take action. Mr. Leonardo, please stay here and keep Father Alberto busy while Vertin and I inform Mr. Apple about... Where have these clouds come from? I feel like... I could use some shut-eye right now.
No, this isn't time to sleep. We must find... Wait. What are we trying to find?
It's sleeping gas. Cover your nose. Hurry.
Sotheby! Leonardo! Not good. This fog is getting thicker by the second.
Leonardo? What's going on here? Have you fallen asleep? Keep on sleeping, poor lambs, and may you have sweet dreams. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
就说眯眯眼都是坏人，眯眯眼都是坏人。只要看到那个角色是眯眯眼，就代表他有鬼。
Uccello.
Who? Where?
为什么 A4 又在睡
Sorry, I hadn't meant to drift asleep. It's just that so much has happened over the past few days.
Perhaps the bird in the fresco represents Uccello himself. Uccello means bird, after all.
So then in these paintings, Uccello is a wondrous bird that has many followers.
A metaphor.
It seems like we're nearly there, but something's still missing. Perhaps I can take a closer look. You saw that too, right?
There were colors. Fleeting, yes. But no trace of color is ever fully erased. Let's see. There's a faint metallic smell.
Metallic smell? But this apple doesn't see anything on the wall that could create such a smell.
Trust me. In my line of work, I've become very familiar with this scent.
I do hope you aren't implying that those awful rumors that Mr. Leonardo told me yesterday are true. No. No. I refuse to follow this train of thought. It must be something else. Something less gory. Give me a minute. Metal oxidation, frescoes, and pigment. Oh, I've got it! Many artists in this era use pigments derived from minerals such as ochre, lapis lazuli, and chromium compounds. When exposed to moisture, they undergo oxidation, which may be the source of this metallic scent. Yes, it all makes sense now. I've cracked the code to this perplexing riddle, and the answer shines brighter than ever before.
Per favore.
I can only conclude that the artist used a special pigment that's only visible under specific lighting.
Only visible under specific lighting? How? That sounds like sorcery.
This isn't sorcery, amico. It's science. Back in this apple's timeline, homeland, pigments like this are not particularly rare. But why does this phenomenon seem to be receptive to my body? Oh, I see! So this apple is no different than a kind of optical filter.
But for how long?
绿手
Light
气
from before faded in an instant.
绿手气
As you might know, sunlight consists of various wavelengths of electromagnetic radiation.
Waves of sunlight? I don't get it.
Never mind that. Let's assume this pigment is only visible under specific colors of light, say, red light or orange light. At dusk, when the sun is near the horizon, its rays travel through the atmosphere at a steeper angle, which diffuses the blue and ultraviolet light, causing the sunlight to appear more orange and red. A sunset, in other words. Building on this, if we use an optical filter to block out even more blue and ultraviolet wavelengths...
You may as well get to the point, Signore Apple, because you've lost me.
With the right amount of red and orange light, the pigment on the wall should become visible.
But for how long? The light from before faded in an instant.
Well, that's true. Highly limited in duration, and in size too. Nothing like the breathtaking display Leonardo demonstrated in the monastery. It may require a particular angle to achieve the desired effect. However, figuring that out will take some complex mathematical calculations. So, this is Uccello's final puzzle, huh? All this has really piqued my curiosity, Ezio. What kind of a man was this Paolo
什么艺术
Uccello?
就是光学类的细节。
Mi dispiace. I can't even recall his face. Though I'm not surprised by his use of riddles. If he is anything like the other artists I know. They all like hiding puzzles in their work. It's a means of protecting them from imposters. I do know he has a passion for drawing birds. That's part of the reason they call him Uccello.
You can tell from the meticulous detailing he painted them with.
Other than that, though, he was quite ordinary.
Is that so? Yet this ordinary man had a mind as vast as the universe itself. Not only was he a legendary painter, but he was also a pioneer in perspective and lighting. The perplexing puzzles he left in his works have proved an enduring challenge for scholars to decipher. Not to mention he seems to be one of these Complinus cultists.
He was also a Florentine. And it's no wonder that a Florentine can work wonders.
Sotheby? Leonardo?
水。
Don't eat me, please. Ooh.
That must have been the source of the sleeping gas. Thank you, Miss Sotheby. That potion you gave me seems to have mitigated the effects of the gas.
I'm not tasting. Really? Oh.
It seems they aren't going to be waking up anytime soon. There you go. You should be safe here, for the time being.
Ugh. Angels' trumpets are poisonous. Keep clear from them. Ugh.
I'm sorry. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Bene. Our reinforcements are in position. I understand that the Padre already took care of the rats in the central nave. You, go fetch them and lock them up.
又是这个长官，他怎么没死？
The rest of you will follow me to eliminate our troublesome assassin. Seize the golden apple and claim those relics. Now pull yourselves together. We can't let this assassin get the drop on us. So if I catch any of you slacking off, you're going to wish I'd kicked you off the ledge here. Capito?
Sì, comandante!
May the Father of Understanding guide... Huh? Who's there? Show yourself!
Good afternoon, sir.
You, Aren't you that visitor from last night? Don't tell me. You snuck your way up here for some sightseeing, signorina. Prendetela!
Держись, Алия. I've got your back. Так ярко и тепло.
Always argue.
Relax. Stars.
Is this truly what we've been searching for?
For everyone.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Woviti! Flank her from the other side! She must be with the assassins! Don't let her get away!
I need to find Ezio and Mr. Apple, but... How should I get inside?
It appears you're lost, signorina. Thieves, courtesans, and foreigners. I've always wondered why the assassins only attract the likes of you as allies.
It's not hard to side with the assassins, when the only other option is you.
Huh. You're just a band of faithless lowlifes, nothing more. Do you cherish your life, signorina? Or will you leap down like one of those suicidal assassins? My eye!
Ezio!
Follow the wall on the right until you see a mechanical bird. I placed it there to mark a hidden window. Your friend's waiting for you there.
What about you?
I have other work to do.
帅，帅大叔。
Oh, I'm so relieved to see you safe and sound, Vertin. We heard the sounds of fighting from below, and Ezio decided to check if any of you were in trouble.
Sorry for worrying you. But Ezio...
I'm certain Mr. Ezio can handle it. He knows what he's doing.
The Templars came prepared today. I'll go handle them. You stay here.
Are you certain? What if it's a trap? I have a bad feeling about this. Maybe we should go to get...
You don't need to worry. I've dealt with the Templars for many years. This is just yet another battle the Templars will lose. Besides, you are my friends. I won't let them put you in danger. I promise you. We'll meet again, amico.
He's a selfless man.
And exceptionally perceptive. These Templars are indeed well prepared today. I came out of the central nave because Sotheby and Leonardo were knocked unconscious by some kind of sleeping gas.
What?
The priest named Alberto was likely behind it. I've hidden the two of them behind the altar, but there's no telling how long they'll be safe there.
This is bad. We still haven't figured out the trick to opening the secret chamber. Let's hurry, and we can exchange information on the way.
Optical filters. Uccello. Bird.
Yes, that's all we've managed to uncover so far. What about your side? Any new clues?
Nothing substantial. But combining what you mentioned about the fresco and what the father said.
Yes, there's another fresco in the dome, but it was suspended midway by the sponsor, the Arte della Lana. More than a dozen artisans and artists, including Signore Uccello, the chief painter, participated in this project. But none of them received a single florin for their work. Che Dio li benedica.
If I might speculate, I think that the fresco isn't a puzzle or the key to any mystery, but rather a reflection of the experience of the artists themselves as they were painting the cathedral.
The artist's real experience? But how would you explain this surreal-looking stone?
What if it's not a stone in the first place? Perhaps it's that optical filter you proposed.
You mean that Uccello had an optical filter too? Oh, that's smart. Even in this era, an optical filter wouldn't be impossible to make. All you need is something that reflects the light properly. For example, a small piece of stained glass. Anyway, we just need to get to the secret chamber to confirm it for ourselves. We're almost there. Huh? When did he...
You seem surprised to see me here, Signore Golden Apple, and Signorina Apprentice?
So you were working with them, just as I suspected.
You hid your discovery about linear perspective from your friend to avoid being spied on, didn't you? That was wise.
But it seems we weren't clever enough to see through your lies about emptying the cathedral.
I never lied. What a baffling accusation. All I have done is call in my dear friends who had been exposed to the scorching sun, while you were sleeping on the job.
I don't understand. You seem like a respectable man of the cloth. Why would you betray your faith to serve the Templars?
Betray? I've been a Templar all along. There was no one to betray.
But isn't Leonardo your friend?
Even the closest of friends may keep a secret or two from one another, don't they? It's not so different from his secret connections with the assassins.
This truly is an era of distrust.
And speaking of our friend Leonardo and that, model girl, I admit you hid them quite well. It took our men some time to find them. So beautiful. I've always liked the way the lime layers peel away, like buried sins exposed to the light. Layer after layer stripped away. It's a kind of purification. Now, open the chamber if you still care about the safety of your friends.
Let me warn you, Ezio Auditore is on his way here. He will stop at nothing to destroy you Templars.
Ezio, you say? Oh, I'm afraid I must be the one to tell you he's not coming back.
What? What do you mean by that?
You will find we are also quite experienced in dealing with assassins. He will find his eternal rest here in Firenze this day.
Give it up, assassin. The old city is looking for you. You won't get away this time. Our orders are clear. Secure the relics and the golden apple. And one equally important command from the Pope himself. Kill the assassin Ezio Auditore.
We will help you open the secret chamber.
Vertin, we can't just... Wait. When did you figure out how to open the secret chamber?
Bene, bene. It's time you shared your little secret.
Vertin.
Everything will be all right. Now, let's pay attention to the fresco. Can you recall the riddle?
Of course. It's how we got this far. Sub cadenti fulgore, cadentia sanctuaria coniunguntur.
Leonardo proposed that these waning sanctuaries must refer to vanishing points. And by unite, he means the place these vanishing points connect.
So we need to find where they are connected. What does the other half of the sentence mean then? Under the waning glow.
Could it be that the optical filter, I suppose that's me, must be placed at their intersection at dusk.
I believe so.
Well done, my obedient lambs. You've cracked the puzzle quite nicely. Now what follows is just some tedious work from my side.
This apple feels light and dizzy. Are we in heaven now?
It's that sleeping gas again. Hold your breath.
Hold my... Huh? Ooh. As above, so below. As below, so above.
Stolto, do you think I'd give you the chance to buy time for your friends? We will bring order to this chaotic world. By straying from order, you invite your own doom. You're bound to fail. Huh? My memory is as poor as ever. It's nearly dusk, and our assassin is most assuredly dead.
Ezio. How?
You claim to bring order, but all you do is seek control. Fortunately, neither the world nor its people will bow so easily.
Держись, Алия. Don't take a wrong step. Так ярко и тепло. Don't fall for his tricks, Ezio.
This world has fallen to sin. Only the Templars have the strength to put it in order. We are the instruments of this world's salvation.
Always arguing.
No worries.
Or maybe take a deep breath. Stars.
Is this truly what we've been searching for?
Thank you for your cooperation.
But only for an instant. Please don't. Don't take a wrong step. Hold your breath.
No. Always arguing. No. He'll know what to do.
Let me help, please.
Ridiculous. We need simply rely on the microphysics of power. A blessing bestowed by fate.
You never even stood a chance, old man.
We have gone so far astray from the light.
Don't let your guard down. He likely still has something up his sleeve.
They are led to destruction by their delusions, brought to catastrophe by their ignorance. They must perish.
Fire! I've got your back. Like Yarka, it's your blood. Or maybe take a deep breath.
Always arguing.
Relax.
I've got your back.
A wonderful dream.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Leave it.
How could this be? Was this a test, Lord? Forgive me, Father.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kid.
Ezio. Sei un cane bastardo e fastidioso.
Un assassino non perde mai di vista il suo bersaglio.
How did you survive?
You're outnumbered, assassin. There's no way you can survive this. It's better that you kneel and accept your fate. No one can withstand the Order.
Outnumbered? Where did you get that idea?
Where did they...
All those lowlifes you so readily dismissed. When I needed them, they came to our aid.
Impossible.
By every soldier and summon every knight and every Templar in this city. It will never be enough.
No. It can't end like this. Assassins. You're merely puppets on a string, driven by delusion. Each life you take brings you one step closer to the darkness.
Così sia. La fede dovrebbe dare conforto, non pena. Requiescat in pace.
Ezio 破窗那里也太帅了吧！搞玩游戏、玩刺客教条的时候，都在想说，干这个人要怎么杀？不然就是干他怎么这样也被发现，鸡掰！我在这边什么都不用做，看剧情就哦，好爽！ 对，兄弟会清单啊，对。
Is it really okay doing nothing like this?
他这一套黑色的就是兄弟会那套。搞还要40次才会过去，能不能提早出啊，哥们？Apple 的这个造型是可以有的嘛？其实我觉得他这个造型还蛮好看的。有，真的假的？真的要听到这首歌才会有刺客教条的感觉啊！下班活动会送 Apple 皮肤，哎呦，有哦。佛心游戏，不知道希望它可以让我把它设定成在主页的这个音乐。应该抽了60了，对60抽都还没出来，我真的是绝了。上篇，它有几张啊？现在上，我现在看到第10，这个螺旋，这个三角形，哦天哪，好怀念哦！但其实我刺客教条没玩完，但我对它的剧情大概都知道。我记得很早之前我有玩，我有开台玩，好像2代吧，但我好像没玩完，又没玩完。我死亡搁浅也还没玩完，什么都还没玩完，找个时间把它玩一玩啊。再看一张，这张看完就先休息，然后明天再开台看铁道的剧情，铁道的主线。
Oh, thank heavens! No more befuddling riddles and clouds of sleeping gas. I've never loved this world as much as I do now.
多看一张就看完了，这么短啊？我以为会有20集耶，但20几张耶，原来没有，10几张而已。也是啊，他现在都已经到这个密室门口了，好像也差不多。
You were quite clever to cooperate with Alberto to stall for time. But how did you know that Ezio was coming to save us?
后面士官只有打架的样子哦。
I didn't know. But I knew that irritating Alberto would risk the safety of Sotheby and Leonardo. Moreover, I think I may have actually figured out what the relics truly are.
That sound is familiar, isn't it?
I'll take a look. Sicuro. He means he's safe. Looks like my friends from the Thieves Guild have already rescued Leonardo and Signorina Sotheby.
You seem to have a lot of friends. I always thought that assassins worked alone.
刺客都是孤独的，确实，刻板印象，刺客应该都是一个人。
Quite the opposite. True assassins are more than just killers. We are the manifestation of a belief. A belief in freedom, and the ability to fight for it. We do not hold to any authority but our own. We are free to follow our own path.
以前的刺客教条是真的很好玩，2代的 Ezio 这一代是真的很好玩，是真的好玩。但他后面真的是越出越那个。我以前还有玩过一点那个，那一代是几代啊？是那一代是叫什么啊？枭雄还是什么的？哦，对，枭雄这一代我好像这代当初是用 PS4 玩的，因为我哥有买，但我后面也是没玩完，因为以前玩 PS 都要去楼上。枭雄这代我还有玩，那还有一代开船的那一代，我有点忘记是第几代。有一代开船的那一代，我也是有玩过一点 PS3， 在 PS3 上面玩的。赤脚后来变烂的原因是什么？我也不知道我也忘记了，我只知道它后面剧情好像越来越那个。他越来明明是刺客，但是变得越来越不刺客，好像他因为刺客教条，他的本意其实是在讲历史，讲关于一些历史的东西。因为他很多东西都是去真的参考现实的历史跟一些建筑什么的，像 Ezio 这一代就是啊。但他后面好像就越来越奇怪啊！我现在对刺客教条的印象只有到枭雄而已，后面的几代，比如说什么奥德赛啊什么的，幻象啊什么的之类的，我都没什么有兴趣，特别是奥德赛，我真的觉得我真的还好。还有刺客教条系列，还有像最近那个暗影者也是啊。那个暗影者，因为照理说，刺客教条它的里面出现的一些人物，都或多或少都会跟他参考的一些历史有关。但这次的暗影者，就是之前不是也是爆出很多什么东西，然后就是说他那个主角的黑人其实是。他们参考的那个故事其实是一个虚拟的架空的一个故事，不是真的。但是他后来他暗影者还是出了这样，但好像听说玩起来好像也是还好，就是也是很微妙。 只能说刺客教条也是有点越来越没落了。对啊，我印象当中到枭雄那一代都还不错。对啊，刺客教条2，然后兄弟会启示录3啊，3我好像没碰过。哦，有一个开船那个是黑旗啊，那个是4代。想起来了，看到了，想起来3我好像就没碰过了。对，3、5好像没碰过，我直接跳过3，跳过3去玩了4代，因为当初那个时候我还蛮喜欢刺客教条的。以前还小，那个时候还去找那个盗版的刺客教条，在那边下载来玩，因为以前小时候没有钱买，但后来有钱的时候就。我二代的合集也是在 Ubisoft 上面，因为它打折打得很便宜，我就趁机把它买下来。但买下来之后就后面就一直没有时间去玩。叛变这代我好像也没碰过。大革命我倒是知道，大革命好像是。就是算是刺客教条里面应该是唯一一个吧，就是有联机功能的一个刺客教条的游戏。然后在后面大革命的下一个就是枭雄，枭雄的造型很帅，所以我还蛮喜欢的。然后再来起源、奥德赛那些的维京纪元那些我就没有碰过了，我就没有去关注了。就觉得很微妙，就还好。小时候都知道赛号可以玩，赛号那个什么摩尔庄园、超级拉姆。我以前都觉得那游戏根本他就是在骗小孩钱，操！那超级拉姆超贵的。
And many share that belief. That's why we are never alone.
主要是那个时候，因为小时候，因为以前我那个时候，我跟我哥他们年纪差比较多岁了，所以我还在读书的时候，基本上我哥他们就已经在工作了，所以他们都有钱买。我以前玩的都是从我哥那边玩的。刺客教条，但没有刺客教条是我以前小时候好像在网络上看到，然后看好帅哦，就很想玩，就觉得很好玩，就感觉好像很好玩，就很想玩，然后就去载那个盗版的，别人的那个破解版的载下来玩那。但后来那个时候好像也是没玩到一半而已，每次都玩到一半。以前很好玩，后来真的是氪金游戏，不管什么游戏最后都会变氪金游戏。
Just like the artists that painted these, I imagine they must see each other as fellow believers in art.
下次找个时间把2玩完好了。我记得枭雄我好像之前也有，好像还有免费，好像不知道是哪一个平台，我有点忘记了。我好像有免费领取到，然后好像限免，我就把它给领下来。对，到时候要看一下，有机会再来玩。不然其实我还蛮喜欢刺客教条这个 IP 的。我当初真的觉得 H 超帅，你看他们那个造型。
So,
这兜帽
the outline of their story should be clear now.
帅的一匹。 看那个建模快笑死！你说哪一个建模？你说99里面的建模，还是游戏里的刺客教条那个2代游戏里的建模？刺客的，毕竟那个也是很早以前的游戏耶，那个建模多少会有点。我看一下，《刺客教条2》是2009年的，那个时候还没有像现在那么那个老 IP 了，建模多少也是会有点瑕疵啊，但还是很帅啊。以那个年代来说，已经算做很好了。
About 20 years ago, a group of painters led by Uccello started working on the fresco here. Even today, you can still sense the enthusiasm in their work.
The essence of linear perspective lies not only in reproducing reality, but in the narrative quality of space itself.
You have only scratched the surface. If you truly want to grasp the essence of the concept, I suggest you review Plato's theory of forms. Rather than simply copying nature, as artists, we should strive to reveal their true ideas through our work.
I'm so jealous of them. They are so talented and knowledgeable. Unlike me, I feel dizzy just seeing those guidelines.
这我我画图的时候也是看到那些辅助线就啊。
Bah, let me show you some tricks. Better than your linear perspective.
Here, Uccello lifted a stained glass to showcase his wondrous optical phenomenon.
Not again, Uccello! You can't keep altering our work with that strange pigment of yours! Oh, what a mess. And it goes against our patron's instructions. What if they find out about it?
Look closely.
The modified colors and lines do give the work a little more life. Fine.
He's right. I say we keep it. It's not like our patrons are ever smart enough to figure these things out anyway.
It never occurred to me painting could be so liberating.
Huh? Of course. To paint is to find freedom. That is what it always has been.
It was a time of joy and of meaningful creation. But it didn't last long.
I'm sorry. We must suspend funding for now. There is simply no money to pay you.
No money.
All at once, the painters and artisans were kicked out of the cathedral, stripped of their right to finish their final painting, leaving no room for negotiation.
No payments and no written records were left behind.
But life had to go on. These painters and artisans scattered each one, doing what they could to earn their bread, but always returning to the unfinished fresco that tugged at their heartstrings.
That night, I returned to the dome, but I never expected to find Uccello there as well. Then others came, one by one. Turns out, I wasn't the only one reluctant to leave our work behind.
Again, Uccello lifted the stained glass and... Their story has come to a pause here. Now let's finish it.
Oh, 一见看清。 但听到这个音乐，就有一种很怀念的感觉。这样，点击颜色相同的消失，还有我用点击的。举起苹果。
Let's leave something behind for our own sake. Birds with grayish feathers, bells that ring at dusk, or the Arno River running free. Let's do it with all that we have left. Our brushes and pigments.
So that is what all of this is.
What happened after that? The treasure hunters must have opened the secret chamber and found the Compliner's relics, right?
Well, there was no treasure inside. Just a few letters and a painter's address.
That's it? What about all those symbols? Don't tell me you made it all up.
Easy, allow me to continue. Long after the poor painters and artisans scattered to the wind, each of them received a special pigment from Uccello. They used it on other projects they worked on, leaving their signatures. This and so concludes our Firenze fresco mystery. To celebrate this touching story, La Primavera di Firenze.
Che delusione.
È un titolo terribile.
I've got something even better here. A map straight from the Spanish court with a direct route.
I have a serious question. What is there in India that is worth all this fuss? If Marco Polo is to be believed, not even there can one escape the troublesome rumors of merchants and courtiers.
Unfortunately, humanity's thirst for gossip knows neither geographical nor temporal boundaries. But this apple still finds it so strange that all the rumors about these compliners turned out to be false, from top to bottom. Seems like...
Well, I wouldn't say that. In fact, the rumors didn't really hold much weight until you arrived.
Huh?
The Compliner's relics weren't the most important thing we were searching for. In fact, we were looking for an apple. One very much like you.
Apple. 金苹果.
So when you turned up, looking like the very apple we had lost, it was only natural for us, and the Templars, to keep an eye on you. Of course, it turns out you weren't the apple we were looking for,
And you're only telling me this now? I thought we were friends.
It's only because I consider you friends that I had to keep this from you. That apple brings bloodshed and war wherever it appears.
Well, then it does sound like quite the troublesome thing.
You caused quite a stir in Firenze yourself. No need to be modest.
Esatto. You are an amazing apple in your own right. My only regret is that I never got the chance to dissect you and study your inner workings.
I hope you don't mind, but I think you may have to keep that regret forever. Ah! Miss Sotheby, why did you sneak up on me like that?
I did not. I just wanted to tell you that Verton and I met an old gentleman down there who was kind enough to give us directions. Well, he said if we keep heading northwest along the Arno River, and then, anyway, we'd end up in Prato Vecchio eventually.
I do believe you may have skipped some, if not all, of the necessary information.
Ezio knows the way. All we need to do now is deliver the letter to Signore Uccello. I suppose we must say goodbye to our dear Firenze for now.
Oh, that red is so vibrant, like an endless field of poppies.
哇塞，这样看这个 H 他这个背部很壮硕哎，这样子对比下来，他们两个真的是小朋友哎，超级瘦小的。这张图还蛮好看的，等一下截个图。差点忘记截图。
What did I say? This place has the best view.
我也是感觉快掉下去了。原来这边应该是阴影，其他这边还有一大块。
It is positively gorgeous. I see why you insisted we all come up here together.
A place of beauty like this is a fitting place for farewells. By the way, I had a discussion with some of my fellow painters. We discovered that Prato Vecchio is rich in a special mineral. One need only grind and heat it properly. Then presto! You have yourself some invisible pigment.
So that's the source of the pigment used in the fresco.
Uccello was born in Prato Vecchio. It's safe to assume he brought some from his hometown to Florence.
Just a hint of this powder, and you are able to create a vast array of remarkable colors. Among them, the most famous is a color some call Firenze Red.
Firenze Red. It's a good name.
Finally. That darling little house up ahead must be Mr. Uccello's home. I just realized something. When he learns from us that his friend Bianca has been dead for years, he might be very...
Signore Uccello, if he's even still alive, will be an old man by now. A man of his age grows familiar with death and farewells. Let's go.
Oh, who are you? Where did you pop up from?
Apologies for the intrusion, Signora. My name is Ezio Auditore from Firenze. We're here looking for Paolo Uccello. We have a letter here addressed to him from one of his friends.
Friends? I'm not sure my father would agree he had any friends.
Is that so? Well, the letter is signed Bianca.
Bianca? You should have said so earlier. Please, put the letter down. It's meant for me.
The letter mentions a particular piece of stained glass and details of the fresco in the Florence Cathedral. We assumed it must have been meant for Mr. Uccello.
It appears I've deceived you as well. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Antonia Uccello. And perhaps the Uccello you friendly strangers are looking for. I see. So Bianca has passed away too. That fresco was the last work we did together. Father passed away soon after, leaving behind my sick mother and a pile of debts. I used to follow Father wherever he went, whatever job he took. Sculpture, masonry, painting, frescoes, everything. I learned all I could from him, and after he died, hoped to accept commissions independently. But as a woman, it was almost impossible. But once I left Firenze and began using Father's name to make a living, some of his old patrons were kind enough to keep sending work my way, provided I concealed my...
Oh, so you're the imposter!
I admit I tried to imitate Father's style in my earlier works, but I'm much more than just an imposter now.
No. A painter's mind should be a mirror, capturing and reflecting the truth and beauty of nature. To simply copy the works of another? No, Signora. It seems you still have much to learn.
Huh. Is that what you think? Well, I've heard it all before. Minds as a mirror? Ridiculous. Let me tell you, a painter's mind should be like a sheet of transparent glass. It refracts and transforms the external world, then reconstructs its image inside the painter's brain, rather than simply copying the natural world around us.
Oh, that is an intriguing theory. Odd, perhaps, but not without merit.
You just wait here. I'll show you with one of my recent works.
She seems so full of life.
She reminds me of my sister. Women like her have seen much pain, but they never let it defeat them.
If only her understanding of painting were a bit more profound, I believe we might become good friends.
Perdonatemi, may I ask, what was your name again?
You said you are an auditore, see?
Yes. You know about my family?
I thought so. You look so familiar. I'm sure you know your mother, Maria Auditore, funded my father for a time. Father conducted a lot of his research on perspective in lighting. He passed that knowledge on to me.
I see. And you applied that knowledge to your frescoes, huh?
What goes around comes around, right?
Architects, sponsors, painters, artisans, assassins, outsiders. Our identities may differ, but our actions are all deeply interconnected. This apple has never felt so moved by the warmth and power of community.
I heard a lot about your family from Father. He was always very grateful to you.
Mi dispiace. If Mother hadn't cut your funding, perhaps you wouldn't have had to...
Your family helped us more than we could have ever asked for. Your mother once commissioned my father to paint a family portrait. Do you remember?
Family portrait? No, I had no idea.
It was many years ago, and the painting was never finished because of what happened to your family. This is the only draft left, but I believe it should be returned to you. Consider it a token of thanks for delivering this letter all the way from Firenze.
Grazie. This is... Padre, Madre, Federico, Claudia, Petruccio.
This draft captures the younger version of you perfectly. I can vouch for that.
What a lovely family portrait. Even the weather looks lovely. The painter did a great job capturing a wonderful moment.
One of the sweetest of my life.
It is a good life we lead, brother. The best. May it never change. And may it never change us.
这边就是战斗，这个战斗之后再说。哎呀！ 刺客观测。也算一个洞见之声，可以看下半送的5星好贵啊，再决定给谁。火星游戏，哦，就这个、啊。哦，火星游戏，太屌啦！火星游戏。啊，休息，刚好差不多要1点半，3个小时。啊，先休息，明天再开。明天看铁道剧情。好了，晚安啦，晚安，晚安，感谢各位，感谢各位的收看啦，888。888，晚安，晚安。